than the negative things people say about me.
Imagine if you're 14 and you've got so much pain and anger built up inside that you want to reach for the cigarette sitting in front of you. What if there was another way, like venting your feelings through a pencil on a piece of paper?
Imagine if I could create something wonderful on a canvas or a piece of paper instead of destroying it every night at the party scene where I make bad choices and ruin my future.
I think I was born to dance. Imagine how much I could express myself through my dance instead of dancing for money.
I've always been the class clown, but imagine if I could be an actor. Imagine if my talent could fill a whole stage instead of being confined to a classroom. Imagine if, for just those moments, I could immerse myself into being another character instead of just being the kid who couldn't afford to go on the field trips.
Imagine if, instead of me always going into the classroom, always beating on other kids, that I could use my hands to beat on drums. Imagine that.
Imagine if I could express myself through writing, poetry, drawing. But I'd express myself through ecstasy.
Imagine if, instead of using my voice to scream, yell, and argue with my parents daily, I could use it to create beautiful melodies.
Arts. It's more than a word for teenagers. It's a way of life. Have you ever seen a teenager with earplugs in their ears and they never seem to stay out of them, or a teenager who listens to so-called bad music? Well, most of the time, teenagers just listen to songs that they can relate to, or they just have a good melody. But some adults just don't see how much the arts mean to teenagers.
What would the world be without the arts? What would teenagers have to do? Would they be out in the streets selling drugs? Would they be drinking and partying? Would they not even be concentrating in class? The arts give them something to do. They give them a life, something to hope for. You know, some teens want to be a singer, or some want to be a dancer, some want to be painters or sculptors or actors. I want to be a pianist. And if I didn't have the arts, where or what would I be?
Imagine that.
Thank you very much. We're honored to perform for you today, and this team that you see in front of you is Imagine That. Raise your hand for me if you've seen Imagine That perform before. Wonderful. Okay, quite a few hands. Well, for those of you who have not seen us perform, Imagine That is a high school improv theater troupe. And improvisation means everything these young people do are off the top of their head. They are actually becoming these characters and experiencing these feelings to portray on stage. Some of the topics that you heard are controversial issues, and those are the ones that we cover. Today, we created this especially for you. We wanted to let you know what was important to us and important to these young people in regards to the arts. Normally, we would do an hour-long performance and show you music scenes and spoken scenes around any issue you could possibly imagine. Depression and suicide, to bullying and violence, all the way to, you heard a lot about substance use and prevention of that. We bring this all around Spartanburg, and we travel also outside of Spartanburg to raise awareness about these issues. There's a processing piece that I won't take you through, but that we can take an audience through. What did you see? What did you feel? What did you think when you were watching these young people perform? And that's how we reach our youth, is to let them teach each other. They know the answers, and so that provides us with the opportunity to teach. I want to thank you for watching us, and just let you know a little bit, this team has been around for 18 years. We were originally started by the Spartanburg Drug and Alcohol Abuse Commission, and in 2005, the Spartanburg Little Theater took us on as a program. And so we are blessed and honored to be part of the Little Theater family, and they're very supportive of what we do, and we wanted to show you just a little piece of something different tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it, and all these students are from different schools in Spartanburg County, so we represent lots of the different districts, and let's give them another round